You know what? For the first time ever, I'm going to tell the story. I've never told the story before.
Look at God.
I'm going to tell the story for the first time in my life. This is why I stopped talking to my biological mother. Here it is. 32 years old, my sister gets out of prison, and I'm the only one trying to help her. And she needs a lot of help. Where's she going to stay? What is she going to do? Because again, she's been in prison with this institutionalized drugs, all these different things. I found a ministry that I paid these two ladies to just kind of mother her and nurture her. And she stayed in their house with a few other ladies and young girls that were kind of going through the same thing. And my sister was still struggling with drugs and, you know, her body and use for drugs and all these different things. And it was more than a 32-year-old boy could handle.
Correct.
And my sister has a younger daughter who's like a child to me and Tammy. Her name is Monica. Incredible. She came into my life, she was 14. She showed up at my doorstep and said, "You my uncle." I didn't even know I had a niece. And so at 14, she was 14, I was about 31, 32 years old. And so Monica is living with this lady who's like a grandmother to her. And so I say to Monica, I said, we need to, and to the ladies my sister's living with, we need to find a way to get people together to help my sister.
Right.
So we reached out. I had somebody reach, it was either Monica, somebody reached out to my biological mother, Deborah, Sandra, and then they have another sister named Dee Dee. And we needed to do an intervention to help Sawana. Because again, this is not my daughter. Sawana's not my daughter. She's my sister. Sawana has a real mama living. And I need help from the family because, again, I don't know.
It takes a village.
It takes a village.
Right.
So I called, I'm trying to remember if I called. I don't think I called, but I had somebody call everybody together.
A representative of you.
And so we met up all together at the house that Monica was, that Sawana's daughter, Monica, was living in. And when we all met up, everybody showed up, but my biological mother, she showed up with her new husband. Nobody had ever known this man. Nobody knew who this man was. She shows up with her new husband. So we're trying to do this intervention. And it's not going well because my biological mother has always had a temper. And the way she was communicating with my sister was not compassionate, was not healing. And it was a struggle for me to watch the way she was handling my sister. It was very difficult. But I could see she was trying. I just, it was like, I remember as a child, the times that I would be around my biological mother, she was a firecracker. I'm a firecracker.
Correct.
I got that too. And so the way that it was going okay. It wasn't going the way, that I pictured in my mind, like the Hallmark card. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I had in my mind the kumbaya.
You're Kirk Franklin. You thought you had everything under control. People think you have everything. You're wearing designer from head to toe. You sell out arenas. You do this, you do that. Everybody knows who you are. But
I can't fix this.
Great.
And I'm 32 years old. See, I'm 54 now. So you look back and like, 32? I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
So as this intervention ended, Deborah, my biological sister, my sister and myself, as it ended before we were about to leave, we all three hugged. We all three hugged because, mind you, we hadn't been around each other in years. When we started hugging, it was either Sandra or Dee Dee. I think it was Sandra. One of them said, "Oh, this is," I could hear one of them say, "This is so beautiful. This is the way family should be. This is the way y'all need to be doing. Y'all need to be." And then I said, "Hey guys, this is not about us. This is about Sawana. This moment is about Sawana. We need to focus on Sawana."
Right.
After I said that, Deborah's new husband in the corner, he yells, "What you need to do is call your mama sometime." I said, "Sir, I don't know who you are, but she's the mother, I'm the child. He says, yeah, but you call yourself a Christian. My boy, I retched up and made my way over. I was giving go, and it turned into a whole mess. And it got heated, it got bad, and my mother did something that crushed my heart. She grabbed his hand and said, come on, baby, let's go. And she walked out of the house on her 2 kids. And she stood by the side of this Nigga.
Nigga.
I can't say it because somebody always says something when I say it.
I will.
And walks out with him. And they told me I must have blacked out because they told me what I said is they said I followed them outside on the porch, because you're in the hood, you got porches.
Yes, sir.
They said I walked out and followed them on the porch and I yelled at my mama, that's right, go ahead and walk out like you always do. And the fact that she took that man's hand and she did not say to him, baby, you stay over there. This is between me and my kids. Kids that I know I did not raise. Kids that I know I did not nurture. Kids that I know I did not protect. Kids that I know that I did not provide for. Kids that I know that I did not defend. Kids that I did not love. Kids that did not have their mama. You stand over there and let me deal with my kids. She did not deal with her kids. She took that
nigga
man's side and walked out with him. And I promised myself. Now, see, I couldn't protect myself as a little boy, but as a grown man, I will never be put in a position where you will ever be able to do me like that again. And so for 23 years, I did not see or speak to my biological mother. So when this happened last year, and after all that I've gone through and to still get these denials, I'm not good, but I'm good. I'm good. For me, there's nothing else. Two DNA tests? You denying 2 DNA tests? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I got too much to deal with. I can't, at some point, you got to save what is still together. Mm-hmm. Ooh, did somebody get that?
No. I'm with you.
At some point, you got to save what's still together.
Yes, Lord.
Because if not, you can't give them everything to break. Mm.
You bruised, but you ain't broke.
Yes, sir. But you will be if you give them everything to break.
Because I say this, when I hear you talk about this situation, I'm getting goosebumps listening to it.
That's the first time I'd ever talked about that.
Thank you. But I would tell you this, you've allowed your mother to make it right, and she constantly failed. Where you just, if she said, hold on, baby. Hold on. I can make it right now.
Right now.
Kirk, I'm here.
Right now, with both of us.
I'm here. I apologize.
Yeah.
I'm broke too.
Yeah.
We all are.
Yeah, hold on. Peep game, King. Watch this. About a year or two later, I'm in Louisiana at a concert, and I have to do a meet and greet. Do you know that there were these strangers that walked up to me? Cam, God is crazy. These strangers walked up to me at the meet and greet and said, Kirk, we just want to apologize to you. I'm like, this is my first time meeting these people. They said, we are the children. We are the children of the man that your mama married. And we heard about what happened. That's him. And we're sorry because we know him. And we know what he did, and we know the spirit of it. We know because he's our biological father. And we want to say, dude, odds of that?
Yeah.
The odds of that. You got to be careful how you treat people because we are so closely connected on this planet. 6 degrees, right? 6 degrees. You got to be very careful how you treat people because people still matter.
For sure. We serve a God who forgives, but it first starts with us acknowledging and not living in denial.
That's so good, Cam. That's so good.
Once in any type of AA meeting, what they say, the first step is acknowledgement.
Yeah.
You have to acknowledge, hey, you know what? Because my father, my mother, and my grandmother raised me. I was raised in a 3-parent household. One thing that they've always taught me was accountability. Always. Who broke this chair? I broke it.
Yeah.
Look at me when I
Yeah.
And for you witnessing this, not Kirk I don't want to love nobody but you. Not that. This was
all these songs.
This me, bro. I'm trying to tell you, this is me.
Can I say this? First of all, shout out, love and respect to my biological mother, Deborah, because she still gave me life. So let's still acknowledge the Black Queen and her ability to create life on this planet. So thank you. She did not have to have me. Even though I overheard her when I was 13 tell Gertrude, I didn't want to have him, I wanted an abortion, but you wouldn't let me. I heard her tell Gertrude that when I was 13. It's because I was raised in them trap houses that didn't have doors. You know, there were not doors to the bedroom.
It wasn't sealed. They weren't sealed, right?
Bro.
They had a little crack.
Yeah, and I'll never forget that. I remember hearing that. So, but thank you, Gertrude, for encouraging Deborah to have a baby.
Such an amazing woman. Such an amazing just soul. You was describing her as you talked about. We only went to church, home. That's my grandmother.
That's Gertrude. And learning how to take pieces of it one day at a time instead of trying to eat the whole cake at one time. You got to take little pieces. And you know, my story, interestingly, Cam, when the documentary came out, it is amazing how so many people of color in this country have the same story. We have really been a displaced race of people. Folk not knowing who their mom and daddy is real time, finding out years later that who they thought was this and not that. It is more common in our experiences as people of color in this Western world we live in than you could ever imagine. And that's heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking. I'm not the only one.